Hello and welcome everybody to Game 3 of LiquidHerO vs EGJYP from the ASUS ROG Winter Assembly 2012, spawning in the 8 o'clock position even. As the blue Protoss playing from Team Liquid, we have Hero. His opponent spawning in the 3 o'clock position as the red Protoss. Playing from Team Evil Geniuses, we have JYP. Now, this is Game 3 of a best of 3. It is currently tied up 1-1. This means that the winner of this match is going to be moving on in the tournament, and the other is going to be going home. So a lot lies on this game. This game is going to be here on Metalopolis, so there is going to be a lot of possible openings considering their spawning positions. They have spawned cross positions. This usually means that you're going to be having a big long macro game just because rush distances are just a little bit farther than you would normally like. They're not close by air, so a lot of the close by air Void Ray Phoenix type openings are not going to be nearly as viable. Going to have to see how both players are going to be playing this map out. Now, we should talk about how Blink Stalkers is once again really viable on this map just because of this huge ledge here. This huge ledge means that you can be blinking a lot of units up into the main, or if your opponent forgets to place pylons along this edge, you can even throw down a pylon or two along these edges, get an observer, or just any unit up their ramp and then just start to warp into the main. Can be really strong on this map. Now, both players just going to be playing super standard so far. The one thing to keep in mind, one thing I like about this map is the location of the bases. Notice that on this map, all of your bases kind of expand away from your opponent. So this is another reason why macro games are much more common on this map, just because your bases generally tend to be very safe. You generally, since you're expanding farther and farther away from your opponent, it takes more of a commitment from your opponent to attack your expansion, so it makes it a little bit harder until the late game. Once you get into the late game and you start to have to take this base where your opponent is just right directly across from you, or if you start to take these former gold expansions in the middle of the map, things can start to get very heated and start to add a lot of diversity to what happens in the mid to late game in this map. Because if your opponent decides to take this as a third and you decide to take this as a third, well, his third is much more open, but it also means his army is going to be much more central to everything in general, and it's going to be a little bit easier for him to get up into your base, but he's going to be a little bit more exposed. So that's one risk that you play with when you start to take that middle position early on. Used to be that with the gold rocks here, you used to be able to take this and actually be able to get a pretty big advantage just from having a gold there. But for now, gold maps have been removed from a lot of the GSL versions of these maps, a lot of the MLG versions as well. Now, we do have one probe getting into the base of LiquidHerO, managing to scout. Everything is perfectly standard right now for LiquidHerO. Looks like he's going to be adding on a second and third warp gate here, so it looks like it's going to be a 3-gate expand build here. Hero hiding one probe in his opponent's base. Looks like it's just going to be 2 gates here out of JYP, so it looks like it's going to be 2-gate versus 3-gate. But if JYP actually doesn't realize this probe is in there, Hero might actually take advantage of the fact that that is there. Now, we do see that JYP is going to be opening up here with a Stalker, Sentry, and then just a couple of more Stalkers here, so it could be possible that we could be seeing another Blink Stalker build here from JYP, but Hero is now moving across the map here with this Stalker and this Zealot, and oh my goodness, we do have a pylon now going down here for LiquidHerO. Looks like this first initial attack is going to be thwarted here by the Stalker as well as the Sentry on the high ground, but there is no vision up onto the high ground. Oh wait, no, I was thinking that this pylon was on the low ground, but no, he's actually just going to warp directly into the main base, and JYP still has no idea at all that there is anything going on here at all. And oh no, we actually have 2 more warp gates as well as a Twilight Council going down for JYP. JYP thinks he's perfectly safe right now to get up more and more tech when this is actually a terrible idea. Hallucination even going down. No, all these resources need to be going into getting in more and more units here, but JYP just does not know that there are more units actually out here warping into his main, and there we go. Now it has been revealed to JYP that there are forces all in his main base already, that there is a pylon there. Force field going down to prevent any of those units from coming up the ramp, and JYP doing everything he can to focus these down, but these Zealots are doing so much damage to these Stalkers as they continue to move forward. Hero now able to warp in more and more units It is still going to be 3 gates to 2 gates as sentries or probes are now being pulled off the line here as so much damage is being dealt to both, or to JYP's economy. So many probes all stacking up against those zealots, not doing well at all. The Stalkers of Hero taking down all of the Stalkers of JYP, and it looks like Hero might actually be able to take this game. Focuses down the last Stalker, and JYP with the WW, the Korean equivalent of GG, and that is going to be it. Hero winning this game in just under 7:30. Holy cow. That is just too bad. Oh my god, JYP must be feeling terrible right now. He literally just lost this game not because of some cheesy build. This was not cheese by Hero. Hero just took advantage of an opportunity. He had his probe in the base and JYP didn't realize it. JYP didn't keep track of that probe and forgot about it, and so Hero just took advantage of the fact that his opponent didn't scout this probe, warped directly into his base there, and was able to win the game nice, clean, and easy, and Hero takes the series 2-1. Hope you guys enjoyed that series. If you guys did, please hit that subscribe button. Please comment down below to let me know what you think about the casts and what I can do to improve them to make them better for you guys, and that's going to do it for me, guys. Thanks for watching. Glitch out.